Acts chapter 2, verse maybe. Acts chapter 2.
Okay. As my phone you might me, no.
Acts chapter 2. Okay, I think test na escape me kakra, but answer na moko hono. Acts chapter 2 hono. Me peda me kade asofudwuma na nyankopon hihye no. O hihye is ma mbenyinfo. Ozikan. Now, say mbesiafo no bebema wo nzema bi a woye. For example, there ebia mbesiafo ehia na mbesiafo no ebia wo be obi a oyede ozi won anyim.
Right.
Wo kyerɛkyerɛ ono wo ho.
Okay.
But there mbenyinfo wo ho a oyede woye asofudwuma no. Aha. Benyin na trosem na ahye ne there oyede ozi dem dwuma no.
Right.
Aha. Nti kakra meka yen.
Okay. Nti me problem no maybe some mechanism the title pastor no and the real issue and the authority now attached to the title no and the issue.
Okay.
As far as a man is concerned,
the pastor comes with an authority.
Okay.
So they move hand in hand. Into me in Jakul.
Right.
So we fro obi pastor or would you mezibia ozi. Or asorodo. Aha, into them jumano. And a choice no and fam members for the ones them jumano.
Right.
On unti no man who can de mbesiafo be pastors. In the first place to cry no ordain one.
Right.
Aha, mo abe a ahwefu jumano.
Right. Okay. Me da se bebre yewra brother Kobe mame ko preacher eho enom na mintie wa establish a foundation no ama yese mesiafo entumi ni pastor asafo ewo ho enom nti memisa se ninchiremu de wo hia ye de toto ma akanie dwumadie wo asafo mu ma bia odidi onya akwan edi asafo nanim te se Deborah Priscilla nom ne ne keka ho a ye be kire wo be kire mu sen
medase se o New Testament mu no se yaka pastor pastor no your 3 words
okay
ni na no the same meaning or in reference to an order. In the Bible, pastor, bishop, overseer, linano or idim kra or dema order. Now say yakado obi by bishop and now obi by pastor. In the Bible, no your qualifications. Out the nipano omit answer utumu abeye bishop or pastor. Now additional year say no ye bi say so besia obetum waye pastor na yaka pastor na yaka nde obetum waye osofo a
right
dama binion di kan no biblically no yaka priest and the infantile no twi no yabekọ osofo pastor on your sofo. Okay. Now in the New Testament Christians chokonkron chere a Christian fu nyina ye priest. Okay. 1 Peter chapter 2 verse number 9. A Christian fu nyina ye asofo.
Right.
Yan also the high priest Jesus Christ. So the New Testament the order no as compared to the Old Testament since then because in the Old Testament priesthood the Aaron and that order no and you know you want the New Testament. Right. Now bro can you hear it?
1 Peter 2 verse 9.
Verse 9, yeah.
Osana mo de
yeah.
Mo ye abusua a woyi won. ahene asofuku oman kronkron
enti mo de in reference to Christians mo ye asofuku. Now so oba, so in the first place no pastor no and the right word I say edemo oba say oba betumi aye pastor na because ye qualifications no besia enka ho.
Okay.
1 Timothy chapter 3 verse number 1 to 8 on my qualifications. So biblically no say can obi aye pastor ana bishop no honor ni pastor.
Okay.
Honor as ni overseer.
Right.
Same word. But dam nipa no name no wadema order. That my person must meet a certain qualification. At the or First Timothy chapter 3
verse 1. Say no kwasem ni. Se obi pe hwefo dwuma.
So obi pe hwefo dwuma. Bible no ebaka be use bishop or pastor.
Na wa pe edwuma pa. Nso de ese ohwefo ene se wenya ne ho asem bi nka. Oye oyere ba akukunu.
Qualification 1.
Right.
Na onye onkita yenu mebre benyunkor besiakor
nenu so da ho.
Onye obi a neni hejeja neni da ho.
Obi a na adwumute.
Right.
Obi a oye no ho wese.
Oye wese
ope ahohoye. Ohunu nchechire. Onye osadwam.
Onye sadwam.
Onye popo. Na mmom odwo. Onye atutupe. Onye sikanibre. Odi onwara no mfie so yi.
Odi onwara kasa ni do ni fie du yie.
Manema ehye na ase.
Endromu.
Na se obi nhuni ni fie so dia.
Obi ehuni fie du hwe yie ya.
Ebede na obehwe onyankopon asafo.
Ebede na wotu mu ahwe onyankopon asodo. So in the first place, pastor no oye a name biblically and our Bible mu no what the man menyimfo binuma what qualify will meet certain qualifications. Pastor no a name or Bible mu no or the man menyimfo binum
right
what qualify or will meet certain qualifications Bible can wasam
right.
So the microphone one in the church one to asor asonimu.
Okay.
What you juma our congregation mu. Them men catch asor.
Right.
They are in the congregation. Second Acts chapter 20 verse number 17 and verse number 28 or clarify this idea. The order another bishop or pastor no when you know what ye juma our congregation mu. One so asor.
Right.
And these qualifications, you know, Oma oyi besia epinchane besia rintum and so asor. There, matwa asor amna medano. However, as you know, you want into
a family,
yeah, kade besia ontum to asor no. You want besia for one role I will play in the church.
Okay.
Now, you both room were honey after there. Sir, open there, Bessia, a was of moi. No grow.
Dear way.
Morning. You couldn't mean about her. But, sir, Yarisha will pastor. Then a Bible no ekawasama. Pastor no, it comes with a qualification. Say qualifier, then you can be a pastor. Pastor, honor bishop. So I'm there for the first or the second time. Maybe you try to address me say pastor, but me use pastor mama. Back there in quote.
Okay.
Why? Because qualifications no men qualify. Mean do way according to the scriptures.
Right.
Your war elders juma. Elder juma no are different from preacher juma. Actually, Unyakopon name organization structure of the church no one.
Right.
In a particular congregation, no, your elders, they assign your preachers. Them go put you now church in.
These are instructions say mmaa deɛ memo mo kwan so ɔmo nkyerɛkyerɛ deɛ ɔfa sɔfo dwuma wafa adwuma pa ɔyɛ ɔyere baako kura nsɛ nya ne ho asɛm ɛnka no ɛyɛ instruction bi a ɛyɛ within a specific context anaasɛ ɛyɛ timeless sɛ anaa ɛyɛ universal instruction.
Universal and timeless.
Okay. Universal and timeless. It's not timeless.
Yeah. Okay. Make a universal in the sense of the church.
Okay.
Sense of the church. And or timeless.
Right.
Now, Obadiah say my can 1 Timothy chapter 2. So Obano wo asafunimu. Ehun medical kede so be a pastor no pastor nketewa asor.
Okay.
Biblically no pastors no they are in the church in a certain congregation. The pastor and the preacher. First bro Ephesians chapter 4 no, verse number 11. Verse number 11. Then
Ephesians chapter 4.
Chapter 4, yeah.
Verse number 11.
Yeah.
Asina wama ibinum aye asomafo.
Ebra na apostles no ho no. Ose wama ibinum aye apostles, ibinum aye asomafo.
Ibinum
edifo prophet. Then the New Testament time, yeah.
Ibinum asampakafo. Ena ibinum ahwefo. Ene okyerɛkyerɛfo.
Ena akyerɛkyerɛfo. Is that why? And you know, you are evangelists and pastors. The same congregation.
Right.
Okay, so you are preacher. Oh yeah. You able to use evangelist and amano. Still that office, you know, and yeah and bar. So bar some evangelist. Biblically, you know, in yasa we. But 10 and then ibinum at the 2. So obi a pastor biblically, you know, omit a certain qualifications.
Right.
And that qualifications, you know, so meetings were on fan kettle asort. Demon. Eti Yakupon Namura are timeless.
Right.
Not until say if you ask about Jesus Christ Babano or your instruction for the church. Or your law.
Bibian means the son.
No. Eti 1 Timothy 2 na yaka Obadiah me man kwan anyone in the church.
Okay.
Like asafono yekwehia worship mainfo mbesafo. Now, say mainfo mbesafo ehyiemu na ye worship no. Women are not allowed to lead the worship.
They are not allowed.
Sure.
And so yen sorry bebre mu yehu saa de no. Emma yentimi mo emma ntimi ni asofo. Emma entumi lead the worship. Say ewo asafo emu bra ma ne mema nyina hia no. Emma ntumi ni animu.
Sure.
Enti in sorry binum a emma di animu eye worship. In sorry binum emma kenkan twro ekogina pulpit so kenkan twro ene niema bebre no.
Okay.
Eye sinto ana say ye be describe ne say ye den ya.
Yeah, me that say so Oba can read Bible, but say Oba enko read the Bible on the pulpit. Wa bra me for the why dem be here. But
okay.
Yes, 1 Timothy 2:1. We are talking about authority.
Okay.
If a woman is leading, Ahano, she will apply that authority.
Okay.
Now, Bible no say, me man kwan there on church.
Nkyerɛkyerɛ no ye den.
Sure.
Bible ka say me man kwan so nkyerɛkyerɛ. Nkyerɛkyerɛ no ye den ya.
Yeah, nkyerɛkyerɛ na wa ha no, ya kan in reference to yaban worship.
Okay.
Worship. Say yaba be shimu na yeah sorry. Say oba no o preach.
Okay.
Wabra emarema
wo.
Chokokron se dabi.
Okay. Okay. Emra Chirono emma ho kwan.
Sana chono eka.
Okay.
Now, I think first Corinthians chapter 14 verse 34 eka same way or say ɛyɛ bra ɛhwɛ asɔ no wa de sɔfo baka sɔfo a yɛsi sɔfo maame nti sɔfo ni wa ɛne sɔfo ne yɛ nkama nti na mbesiafo no ɔkyɛkyi wɔn kunum ɛyɛ leaders no wɔn so wɔn dɛ wɔn so otumi ɛdɛ wɔkyɛkyɛ so 1 Corinthians chapter
wɔn kasa na mum wɔn mmerɛ wɔn ho ase sɛ mmara no nso ka no
ɛka mu wɔn mmerɛ wɔn ho ase na mmerɛ mmara nso ɛka no
na sɛ wɔpɛ sɛ wɔsua biribi a
wɔn bisa wɔn ankasa ekunu aha yɛ brɛ a saa asɔmpanyinfoɔ no ɛyɛ nom no yes sɔfo no yɛ de maasom ɔsɔfo ni wɔn maasom wɔ hɔ wɔn gbɛkɔ se shut up
okay
because wɔn nso wɔpɛ dɛ wɔkyɛkyerɛ
ọba bi betimi anya adom a nkyerɛkyerɛ adom ọba bi betimi anya akanie adom a obetimi de ye tesa de amema wo pepepe wa asafo no ọba bi betimi anya saa adom no bi
but I say ọba ɛkyerɛkyerɛ but ne kyerɛkyerɛ no ɔnam hi ọba tum kyerɛkyerɛ enyanko ba ane nkwala ɛti sɛ ɔbaa no wɔ dame akyɛze no sɛ dame ankeka no ɛne wɔ mu a twɛ no mu no ɔde kyerɛkyerɛ nyankofo ɛmaa na sɛ ɔbɛkyerɛkyerɛ ɔbarima kora mpo no a ɔyɛ on private basis sɛ ɔntu yɛ no publicly
ɛnyɛ berɛ a asafo no nyinaa hyia
Titus chapter 2 I think verse number 3 to 5 twɛ no ɛka wɔn asɛm dɛ mmaa ɛwɔ asafo no mu no obotu wɔn akyɛkyerɛ but ɔbɛbi ala no ɛda
okay yɛn kan wewe na yɛn kɔ bishop homra
okay
verse number 3
yes sir
ɔsena mmerewa nso mmɔ wɔn bra sɛdeɛ ɛfata nipa kronkron wɔnni nsinkuro wɔnyɛ asadwoam wɔn kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛmpa na wɔde ate mmaba adwene mu ama wadɔ wɔn kununom ne wɔn ma
so ebetum edi Jews ye wie there a woman can teach other women and children
okay
in the church
me da say preacher Philip Kofi Nyan ena otene nkan me call Bishop Maxwell upon Asaro Bishop watie anuanu mienu a yetepono yi ho wadaroma mamintie ugidie ye to fapem no wo kan se odi begina afanu mienu mamintie emfiri ha kyerkyere yemu na yenko yenim
okay me pese distinct na nipa no hu wo mu ayi kasa fa wo mu
right
me chance se me kanya kopon asem no mfa se ko be 40 years ni ba na oman mu no na me hu saade no bebre se ene se obehu na oba bi na otiti bi so o kire se ono na oye sof maame to ono na wa church na ono na oye overall boss a o ti aso no ono na o church oye bibia sisi a saade na doso ena two man so no Orthodox churches no first no na wo mu hye ma na sofo
okay
wo mu hye ma na sofo because original church no I start here no Peter no ni James ni John ni asuafo no mu no na emma eni asofo Old Testament mu no di for Moses so we Israel tribes na no mu ye 12 and Jesus so be select nipa 12 emema nko a na Old Testament mu Yakobɔ ka che Moses say on select emema 70 na onfa wo musu na oni omuru oman no ma honhom na ewo onu Moses no so emra wo musu no mu ye 70 Jesus buy no so no onu so be select enipa no 70 no sma wo mu nyina ye emema na manim tu hwe ade na both Old and New Testament nyina no na emema na Yakobɔ be select wo mu di wo mu ye adwuma but adoso ene na nso no mu nso no ye keka ne nyina no wumati basira nso no wum afekura no mu hye ma na sofo mo bebre ko Bible school wia no abɔ clerical say oba o so no so yɛ sofo minkase Bible school yɛ bɔne Bible school dey good because ebe ma knowledge na ama wadwuma bi ba me ka sem bi dia hyem na me dia be si Bible nu e dia be si Bible nu enu nsem so because ade bi koso a estati wo angle bi na ade na ko akwakodun pempenso bi a esa ade ni moma ba be hye yen hye emasofo no abehye mu kena e ma wo kakura na fe no mu hye emasofo no mo na de tie ne se wo kɔ oriental people no mu a me ka omu wo middle east wo no e na Turkey baby a Bible lands na kasa baby a Bible no e wo no
right
ya tworo firi obaaye no e Israel na empotemu ho no no sankrofo no omu ma omu wo disrespect be for women
okay
enti omu ema no omu friend say under omu estimate omu underestimate omu enti oba kra no obebedwomu a kise okata nanim ni ade bi ansa no waba edwomu nyedu ba bi no omu echetie ma no fa anwudie so enti se obe bibi ti se ema no omu omu right omu chechi aso bi ti se their political rights no mu mama ne nto aba oba omu mpene ma wonya president da nti they were stepping on their political rights and omu economic rights nso no omu chechi aso oba kra omu ma kwa ma wonya business and legal rights omu legal rights na no omu chechi aso educational rights they were trampling upon it omu mama no nko school emema no kwa no omu ko school omu social rights na omu chechi aso and omu reproductive rights kra no omu chechi aso be ma no ni oba no be hia na kra na so oba no onya prepared no mpese obeye sa ade na be ma no bebo no na one na ye ade na opese one ne ye no enti edu ba bi no na ma no sorry ye say emema no tietia ye fa ahodie so enti ye ntena ho mo mu nye sa ade no so we are going to fight for our rights enti woman bi ye friend no Margaret Sanger ono ni Emma Goldman o mo sorry tia me fa say 1873 ana o mo sorry ye say emra bi ye fa no Comstock law echechi amafa nwudie su no mu si no yempre sa de no e ma so no mu sorry enti afa e ma no mu kiti awareness no e ma 1985 United Nations e ma no kabum ekuru na United Nations mu no wo mu kosia wo Nairobi ana wo mu ya conference bi about 375 world delegates ana kosia wo sa conference no so ana omusa koye 1995 omu koye Beijing conference 1995 ewo Beijing wo China ana emanu be say 17,000 delegates omu free about 179 countries so ana omu nyina ko omu ko shia na omu si omu fight for their rights me support manu so omu be fight for their rights omu political rights omu economic rights omu friends say every right we are no fight for biya me fuaso say umbe yes ade no but young fight for our rights young fight for our rights no eduru ba bi no wo overstep their bounds wo tra life biya wo kwatra ba biya eni say wo mu eko enti ba biya eni say wo mu ko ne bi ni say they were fighting for abortion rights say wo mu nyisan a emema ne ma wo mu kwan wo mu nyimba enkwala no ntungu so no pe onu wa fa ne yafunu no so obeyi ato agu a wo be mama mesi ne kwan so o mani nyi akora no ntungu
right
saade we de mini omu nya adwene ana afei divorce not on godly basis se bia oba no ye be ja no aware onu ba no pese o ja aware but e kwan no pese o ja ofasi ja aware no enye nyankopon kwan eso ena pese ofasi ja aware no na ema no fight for their right say ye nja wo mu na omu so entimi nja aware say omu pe bia ti say de na omu ye ya sa conferences na o mampani Lawrence ne yire ma me kunadu modi omu hihye mu no ena ma sa yi nyina ba na sa wodi ba ayinyamsun mu a one area omu step beyond their bounds no so any sa ade we women right in the church a man omu right omu wo asonu any say mun define eno so mai so eno na kotwen sa se we e ba ye say ene na a man omu wo right wo church ni mu say omu so omu timi di asofo
okay
ye say omu pastors ye say ebinum apostles e wo church ni ena ade ne started enti za wo ya say me nkone echi bebre a the first black woman a wo mu share no esofo no sa woman an African American oh ya fa no Jerina Lee ya won 1783 and owu 1886 ono na South American church no the Methodist the African Methodist Episcopal Church US 1819 and omudin kan omusi sa maame no so for oba for the first time our African woman omusi no oba we the bagana han mo a first woman omusi so for no Rose Akua Ampofo ya wono 8 May 1948 and owu 14th March 2003
right.
So woman she was a gender advocate. Oh, now she was ordained the first woman minister in Ghana by the Presbyterian Church of Ghana.
So for Oba wodi kan
wo Ghana ha aye sin so for no Rose Akua Ampofo.
Okay.
So
okay.
Now adia a reason na wo mudi see Oba no so for no say a man so all right, so they should be ordained as ministers in the church. Na any sofo okay and yes ana che dia yemra babu nu yemma check babu nu nsam no so ekurobi certain part of certain part of Greece also Greece for capital town you find Athens na a free Corinth echo Athens no about 50 miles na sa kro Athens no and its mule of land between two masses of great land and asasito asasita akasiye mienu ana sa Corinth ni baby e wo no asasitia bi sa ana sa asasi kasiye mienu ntem certain part of Greece you find certain part of Achaia southwestern part of Achaia no ana the eastern part of Achaia ana Greece no ana sa land no adwane wo mu mienu e cosmopolitan area bi a enipa cross free wo free Europe na wo de ship fa Mediterranean Sea ni su ebia no wo be fa Corinth ho na wo wura Turkey na wo ba Syria ababa ye dwa no ma san so aku machi enti enam say cosmopolitan area enti sa kro Corinth no enipa don bebre ne wom kasa hodo bebre ne wom ana so enipa so no merchant wo mu ska bebre ya wo de ship ni ade ni goose etu kwan no bebre wo kro nu ana ekrobia nso anipa domba begun saa no na bonia doso wo church bonia doso wo kro
no mu
ana Paul mu ekwati church ni bi wo Corinth kro mu ho enti emanu na wo church ni mu no enedie ya baso ya ye ka ho asem se mani ya si nsofo wotimi ma communion oba wotimi ma communion oba no wotimi bosu oba no etimi ona kasa kra timi odeni obisa oye minister let's say emanu that dominate church no sana na ekoso wo Corinth krom ho boni nko ama Corinth krom ho no obitimi ko fa ono an papa yire eno wo 1 Corinthians wo chapter 5 if verse 1 dey ko no boni nko ana samani nko ana ema no wo mu usurp power e wo church nim enti na se Paul okoko otro letter bi na odi ko ma wo mu wo Corinth ho na o kire wo mu ade a wo mu nye e wo church nim enti enam se de na ade na wo mu ye no enya kurantino ema Paul ni kasa no emu ye dene enti we start no kasa what chapter 14 ho no verse 34 na me bada yani ekotu ye no kan English ne be brofo na ya na point ni wom
okay
oh na wo kan me kire ma batwi ade na wo mu ye no quality krom ho no mo a enam so ma Paul tro sa asem no enu pepepe ene nipa ne ye no woni ni kunu na woni ni kunu wo church ni kura na ni kunu ye sofo a ono oba no the fact say ni kunu so fonti no oni so o gina bia kase bi e wo church ni enti o acti ati say na ni kunu ati say ni kunu ye no a ana say ni kunu ni hono mo a more dire no di come wo mu o quality
1 Corinthians 14 verse 34 14:34 no let your women keep silence.
And when Paul try say mumma e ma no wo church ni mu no sa so no ba be hia fa ko a mumma e ma no enka wo mu antum
In the churches.
And I say, let your women keep silent in the churches.
Okay. For it is not permitted unto them to speak.
Was it if you say your man so our church,
but they are commanded to be under obedience.
And say a man woman down, woman for measure man was it. They should obey. As
also said the law.
Said ye emrano ekanwa.
And if they will learn,
na say a man won so musua ade bia,
let them ask their husbands at home.
Womu misa omu papa omu kunum ewo efie.
For it is a shame for women to speak in the church.
So enti ade na ko so na Paul say enyiwu pa say a man be kasa ewo church nim. Enti na obaso kire say a man no kasa bebrebe no mu kasa wo church nim no na obaso omu kan ma no tum. Na say ade bi wo ho no mu a omu di ko fie ko ka ho asem wo mu ni wo mu kunum kan wo fie. Na so ba ni kunu so a one ne beka
ni fie a obeye den
eno so no ese be ma bi kire no e wo fie chese de Paul ye ne say obese o stop say usurping of power na usurping of power a man no control a mu Paul be kikan wo mu wasa asem na me kan so obi ye no obi na dwen kire ne se onu ye hunhum ni a on kan wi asem na me kan nya me na me kan ne mum ayewrade e wo verse 37.
If any man think himself to be a prophet,
was it enti so obi na dwen kire ne se onu Paul ne de na o kan no enim but onu ni pakro no mum no na o ye prophet bi Nyankopon yi bibi ya kire no
or spiritual,
and as onu o person kire se o ye spiritual preacher o tuni Paul a
let him acknowledge that
and Paul ka kire se mani say ni pakro no hu se
the things that I write
and some am tro de abramu no
are the commandments of the Lord.
Eye Nyankopon ene wakasa fa mi na nya nipa enti no mu nhwe die na asem na me kan ye nukure pa ewrade na namu enti Nyankopon nkonkron no
ene na kasa fa Paul
ha kenka so ko.
But if any man be ignorant,
what enti say onipa bi wo ho no mu a onim hwe ya,
let him be ignorant.
na ye onim hwe enti wontra hwe ye onipa bi wo ho no mu a onim hwe but ompeso obesua enti wontra na ignorance nyem.
Okay. Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophecy, and forbid not to speak with tongues. Let all things to be done decently.
Now, so adia me pe wo mo ho say enime nyina nya decent orderly.
Yes.
Adia na free asonu ane hapo. And as a Nyankopon nam so ma o ka che Paul so on kasa nche asonu ni say there was no order in the church. Na order pa no ebi ni aso ni order omo ko hia basabasa nko a confusion ana Paul kan say anya omu hwe ma order emra aso ni ana o tro letter come Timothy no 1 Timothy chapter 2 o see nsem so na o ma the very good reason why all kasa nsem nyina de akire wo mu no 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 8.
1 Timothy chapter 2 verse number 8 no o si enti mepese mmerima bom paye ewo manyina mu
ena Paul si empire no kra mepese mmerima bom paye no ewo manyina baabi am behie bia moma mmerima no moma eniji na mom paye no
ma nsa eho tie so
eno chese ma no mom paye o because 1 Corinthians chapter 11 no verse 6 was no so oba bom paye a na so nkata ni ti so a e se de oboti kwa na so oba so beti ma bom paye but o ma omu order no on pese ma no ebe lidi ade no ne mo mmerima mom no mu be lidi.
Enti mpese mmerima bom paye ewo manyina mu
enti mpese mmerima no bom paye ewo baabia na
ma nsa eho tie so
no ma nsa eho tie so
ebufuo ana echinye biala inim
ana se chinje bia anim
sara nso na manhye ntade a ese
na ema no o ma mu order ne se ntade a ese mum
na o bone to fa wa na yakwa aba
correct okay enti o ma reason why no o ka se emema no o mu control ma no mu ema no ko ma no ntum no ano the reference no the call Genesis 1 se enye Adam ene Nyankopon enye Eve ene Nyankopon di nka bo no na mum Adam ene odi nka bo no nanso Eve mum ana ye dada no a enamso ma bone no ebae enti oba no omre no ho ase enhye ni kunu ase e kire sen ema no ye mre so wo mu ye week enti se wo mu lidi ade church na eye easy se bonsam betime yusu wo mu na odi adaveti asem na free Nyankopon kwa no so ade asem na kwche baabi ama enipa na wo church ni mu no wo mu ayira ekwan no na ye mema kra ye di ade nanim kra no ana bonsam timi suwe yan ade ekọ baabi a opeso ode akuri na ema akodi anim ana ye bie kwan kra de ema bonsam oba destroy church no kra enti na ma Paul kasa asa no.
Okay, let us say Bishop Maxwell upon Asare na chen kan brother Kobi yemfam free baabi a Bishop wie ya o say na erade Paul mpese ema no be ma omo ho so enti na oka asem se omumia omo anono na maybe that question say oba bi a demonstrate clear calling, sound doctrine, any spiritual fruit send as a church and responding to oba obey demonstrating sound qualities way.
Okay, that's it for a question. I think that one thing already for what you are saying there. We are not trying to sideline the women.
Okay.
No.
Right.
And Messiafu wo Jumeza wozi wa soroma oyeye. Bible na church. So it shouldn't be like a besiana wa soroma. Nyim fasubia no.
Right.
It is not so. Nti mama wonwe them but obiara wo ne nzama Bible aman ho kwan de oye de oye. Nti wo question e bi say there say obi besie bi wo adoma cheze bi how do we manage such a thing in the church? Good. With America so na me quote Bible verse B na me bo Acts chapter 2 but Acts chapter 21.
Acts chapter 21.
Acts chapter 21.
Okay.
Verses 7 through to 10. But you me pede
okay.
Acts chapter 21 verse number 7. Osena ye free Tiro fa nsuo eni beduru Ptolemy na yakochia anuanom no na yetena wonchen dakro na ade chenye no ye free ho ba Caesarea na yakọ osampakafo Filipo a ofri baso no mu fie kotena ne nchen na owoma mabunu banan a washankom.
Good. Office one ma enwe there Paul no ka say you
aine
okọ wana ho Filipo owo mba mesiafo anan
right
wowa adoma cheza weden wode shenkom
right.
It's meaning that in the church women can what prophesy.
Okay.
But me pere ye this ye in checheni ye there asoro no ye erika no bia nka de besia nyi dwumezi bia ziwom.
All right.
No.
Right.
Per Bible in church room no na verse ye kinkani Philippo no ye nsempakani no wo ma mesiafo enan wo hyenkom bisa wo de nkom hye no na wo hye wahin.
Okay. Na into Bible no chese nkom no mo hye wahin
omo hye e wa asori ni mu.
Right.
In the ministry of Paul was moving from city to city. Intine as part of ni ministry no onye ko pray Philippo ho.
Right.
Owo mesiafo banana wona adoma cheze de weden wo hyenkom. Nti dama yakin kan wa ha 1 Timothy chapter 2. 1 Timothy chapter 2 through to from verse 8 through to 10. Oritrayan fa asuza owo mesiafo wondo afan asori ni hihye no. Oritrayan me yehu de yes mesiafo no woyankofu bia they are weak in a way. So you can Bible verse na oritrayan me yehu de mesiafo no na wondo mayeden bonebe or highlight some point of weakness bia owo mesiafo no. Nti yama ho kwan mma se wozi nyema enyima bonsam botum edua wondo ze dem weakness aba asoro no. Nti yes wo dwumezi a wozi ebi na ma wonfato wo Acts chapter 21 verse 8.
Okay.
Rekono ehu there na ye wo mbesiafo wo asori bi ma they had the gift of what? Prophecy. Okay. Into say Bible numa, there are so many of that women in the Bible. They had various gifts. What the boy asoro numa asoro ne den.
Nti one na was a prophecy no. Say prophecy bi ba na hefa na omukọ hye omukọ deliver sa prophecy no na mode be na kwan be na omfa so a omu deliver prophecy na emmeye say they are leading.
Good. Now I can prophesy to you.
Okay.
I can prophesy. I prophesy in humility. Okay. One thing I already hear when you're there. One, the focal point is about the humility aspect of the whole thing.
Right.
Now, when they got the power in the church, okay. So they need some guidance. Now, when you are prophesying, so we shall come out, in come inye nkomshereshen wa ahantan subando another ereshen coming share or some authority over the men in the church or nyankopon na wedua wodo na nyankopon so otumudua obibia no do even afraba kra wa wonende because bible me yet as this yen yankaka sempa na obotuma amambo mpo ayeden
aka.
Yes, so meaning that God can use everybody. Okay. The mode of communication is the most important thing. One thing it is the authority. Okay. It is the authority that the Bible is speaking against. That women should not have authority.
Onyankopon betime yusu obia dia. Ene se onyankopon betime yusu oba so ama oba a pastor a church. One madam akwenya na fam membesiafo to pastor a church. Pastoralship no is a different subject in altogether. So you can 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 8 through to 15. Native Yasam no Bible works men and women in the church. Verse 3, okay, qualifications of overseer. Okay. Echo verse 8 now, qualifications of deacons. Okay. So all these things there, these are the qualifications. Okay.
Obi duadra otumiye hwefo dwuma no moyeye.
Okay.
So be prophesier onya ahwefo dwuma. That is the distinction we have to create. If I am a singer, it doesn't make me a pastor. Okay. Why today? When you are going to church every day doesn't make you automatically a Christian. It is your day-to-day activity. Okay. So if I am prophesying, because God at one moment we use him, it doesn't make me a woman or a pastor. Okay. So being a pastor is what the Bible does not give the woman the opportunity to.
But Bible no mama kwan so betimi aye akandifo ewo asafo no mu.
Akandifo. Ehun say I would love the able use the English word. Akendi in what sense?
Leadership roles. Bible mama kwan say in the church maybe take leadership roles.
For example, in a church, you will be said be a work school.
Right.
Or when you or a data. Na asoro no ayenhye as part of the church's activity. You will be a health week. Na besia ne data yin. Work school e kunya hu nyimzi.
Right.
You will main force asoro no ma obi anyi ho a work school e kunya dem nyimzi no. At that moment the woman can't lead and teach because ye hia dem nyimzi na we kosua no. Aboa asoro no ne members no mu wenye dem nyimzi na aboa wanda asetena. Okay. She doing that doesn't make her a pastor or doesn't give her an authority over men. but it's an opportunity for her to teach what she has learned.
Right.
And that is what the Bible permits women to do.
Right. Every betimi aso asafo no mu ade bi wo kwa ye betimi amma kwan amomo aye de abo asafo no but no kire se omo ye omo na edi emema no so ewo asafo
betimi amma ye de nsegu omo so abom pae anointi omo se omo ye asofo. We don't ordain women. Okay, a woman can teach. And fact, we be amazing. Or when you see what question, or when you see the ultimate, they make, for example, many women are into this nursing. They go a dietitian. Okay, the dietitian also a kwasoma. Yeah, I saw you bring up actually as you put the health section. One as part of their activities. No, or the 1 hour this war where your health education. Right. Now, this person is a nurse, a dietitian, specialist in that area. At that moment, we need her expertise. So, say a sorrow that what konodo now what pedemi nyimzina and a woman opportunity the umbezi asoro nyim and church members know about this thing. There is nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with it.
Right. Me da asibebre brother Kobe na oten nkano. Preacher, ma mintio say when you had the opportunity to listen to brother Kobe na Bishop Maxwell ewa ha enom nti ediem biem na akamu a very burning a person the 2 months na ya ma frefo no kwan amomo abamu as far as ma so betimi a pastor asafo no concern.
Okay. But that's it. 101.1 yeah come on. Church, you know, we are talking about something spiritual. Now, yakada spirituality no when yakupon owo ni nyimdi mu no. Right. Or that spiritual aspect and that leadership no odama meaningful. Okay. Odama meaningful. So in a local congregation say asafono ewo wa yaka leadership they bia ebinuma all the wood can wood asafono nim etoto enyoma eboa asafono wonsunsu minyia dem medical kan meaningful ana onyankopon ade dame leadership no you know that more of which a benin bian so a epede a leader I had that leadership, you know, we are talking about elder, so the eldership position you must meet a certain qualifications and that you can be an elder that me elder no nejuma or ye no and you find pastor or bishop and overseer so nejuma oshe onyankopon enkrofo so besia ya can be besia awo chokonkrom se onyankopon asori a odi jinimpa enyina enkwa no ye nyi besia biara oti wasor even from the New Testament perspective brother Christian so say apostles no wa bepim le apostles po efri ho ye nya bebiara o kire de na besia akati wasori onyankopon very careful say oma besia en lady Revelation chapter 2 verse number 18 through 20 now letter konkon anam John do edikama the 7 churches in Asia Minor. Now the Thyatira church no ekro vena takwa Thyatira problem onyankopon enya wo ho ani ti Ewurade asem
Revelation chapter 2
verse 18
verse number 18
yeah
osina Thyatira asafo mu bofo no otre koma no se se na onyankopon ba a na niti se ojamframa na ne nante se yawa fefe eno esie minimu nyuma na wo dɔ ɛne wo gyidie na wo som ɛne wo bo asetɔ no
okay
ɛne sɛ nnwuma a edi akyire ɛsene deɛ edi kan no
okay
nanso mewɔ ho asɛm sɛ woma ɔba Jezebel a ɔfrɛ no ho sɛ odiifoɔ no woma no kwan sɛ ɔnkyerɛkyerɛ na ɔnaada menkoa na wɔma adwamammɔ.
See now even from it is clear in the New Testament Bible kwa example
so na wɔma adwaman
this woman okay Jezebel in fact ne suban not the Jezebel but Jezebel in the Old Testament King Ahab ne year a very wicked woman in fact very evil also idea owo edi che won hwe how obo na about do ma ya de minimu djuma but me wo bibi di tie o adanya mo ama oba ekwan so on church
na onada menkoa
so
wo mo adwaman
so either in the congregation say yebama oba kwan so on church no in a way yebetuma ma oba kwan ama wadan Onyankopɔn asɛm sɛ ɔba ɛna sɛ ewie bere mu mene Onyankopɔn nkwamhyɛni baa na ɔba atso asɔre hwɛ dɔm wogum emu manyimfo na obenyi ebutuwa na besia ɛde nsa ato na pempem benyi no bɔba so ɛso hɔ no erade da sida na besia no bɔ trouble soro no erade da sida na benyi so amen ewie Bible no se me ma ba kwan ema besia kwan dai amfa ne sancho do hwɛ enya ye bɛhwɛ bra ye kwani wen na de sunu mu ye bɛhwɛ how ahom kwankwan structure them first Timothy 2 no and 1 Corinthians 14 or that authority in the home the submissive attitude na oba otwedo nya no that same submissive attitude no odo ba so na oba ma me wo fie mofuma ba nan mese ohode amna me Bible say amna me yeti ye kodura sorry a eye in padodo by 50 100 as oba and lead ebe wi asenu sometimes yem problems yenya awoyen aworfie no aha no free besiafo no onya that 2 mino awasafo no mu a osusu there their boss Onyankopɔn ni nyimzimu no biblically from the book of Revelation Erade asemu no oba runtum lead asafo either there oba te wasori ana wo asoni mu no worship say dwumedi ahrowa a yakan bibi o sunsum spiritual aspect sama be the kobike no like our dada brabo they say ko hospitals your nurses ebinuma when misiafo a wo lecture yen so there's nothing wrong health talk na be say but
spiritual leadership no
a
member but administrative function there ebetima ye ma wa asore no mu
no administrative or limited
okay
because in fact oba betima secretary right oba betima secretary
okay.
Yeah but yeah
treasurer oba betima
sure
indeed say oba administratively oba beye secretary na say o play secretary role be at the time asafo no nyina ahia e was a big crowd of pulpit and no you be classify say then at that time
secretary no say koma secretary no djuma ni say atwotworo your secretary na announcer
okay
so secretary na you know ya announce
okay
so that's the difference
near secretary aye no or the be man
na announce na secretary no djuma ni say bia ya meetings as of playful meetings na meetings e kwere no
right
this is it
minute yeah okay I don't know the ni nyina de map pulpit so
that
right into administrative function the oba betimi take was
limited because biblical speaking orders the ordership in the church they are the administrators of the church
very well
so orders and elders oba nka
okay
so you can say you take a decision spiritually say you guide Onyankopɔn engbankuo no oba nka but elders take decision as to what to do and no dey eye omo enwa you share the word authority there.
Okay.
Or apply authority.
Right.
Yeah.
Me da se bebre Bishop.
Yeah.
Finally na minti odia wode ebeka ho na afi yenkofa afrefo no emra. Na o walk ye through Bible no ne asetena mo de ekwa abakose mu kura ma yehunu ma wo madi kan ya hye wo ma sofo ene ne a ekeka ho enti ene o bo ne tofa de akwa kosi sen oba di sofo a ana oba ya odini no so ye sofo se wate wono ana sore ana wo asore kese a ewo ho dada emu no eyemfom so.
Yeah.
Sana wo kan kwesi.
Sanity.
Die na ode ka ho bie na afi ya fa afrefo no.
Ya we kan ho ni say. So you ho na say e kan ni pan kra do mu ntiasia o.
Aine.
You see the shortest distance between any 2 points of argument is simple common sense. Enti me kasim bi e tie for no mu ntin ye pa.
Okay.
Na o mu nwin ho. On. Hwe eyi babu mu so for din kan yan ya. Melchizedek. O yo ba na so e be ma.
Bema.
And a rania could do so for Jesus Christ. So I don't see a bema. What kind of Babu no? A member Babu boom didn't mean kind. Would do so Kazan. But the whole Babu may can't obia and any bring out pet additional bit my career research now. And my Babu no boom within women I 165. 165 women. The whole Babu now I cover over. A cover the best 1,600 years near Detroit. A man and woman here just 165. 131. And I war Old Testament in okay. 34 pe ne war New Testament in. Na fa compare a man. Was a man ye chin. Does not chairman bebre. And yes, be a man who muni power, who muni party say nya. But Yakupon she no. O pemema no use no more. Babu nankasa na da ho no. Emema 40. E na o mu troy. Emema 40. Esther ya tro Babu book ba ku ni din da so no. Esther yo ba. But enyo no tro the book of Esther no. Mordecai na troy.
Okay.
Enti Babu no ba bia ntro bi. So enti ni nyina no yemfa ncheke. Na afei me chipo asem bi hyem say Israel musuaku no mu ya 12 Jesus buy no ono so betwusu emema 12 Numbers 11 16 to 17 Nyankopon ma Moses twusu emema 17 no ba bia nka ho Jesus so buy no Luke chapter 10 ono so betwusu emema 70 no ba bia nka ho na say Yesu prese emani di sofo anka ne ma me mere ho ona ko bedin ka share no sofo but ye kan na nipa ne ka say o na say yi kura no Mary Magdalene ona Yesu din kan eyi no ho kire no na woman John chapter 4 kura no woman no wasika sak eyi shechem krumu ono no say ono no din ka ko bo Yesu Kristo hu dawuro enti e might me di sofo no ma gina sa verse ne so enti verses bi a wo mu gina so kasa asem no e bia next week say radi adom ye tinkom ne ba ne ya yakọ no so akoche chiri mu afa wo woman bi Deborah Okasa no Old Testament mi yewo nkofo bi ho no mu a wo mu eye emba but wo mu ba be ye adwuma bi e wo Israel mu e di adwuma no be ye so fu adwuma ben no be ye ne yakoni nyina mu
very well
but I heard here me the Ezekiel chapter anami
no fasina ya pa homa so
Ezekiel chapter 13 verse 18 na me fa ensi
okay
Ezekiel 13 verse number 18 no Eradi asam se Eradi Yankopon sie ni.
Osina se de Eradi Yankopon sie ni.
Munwie.
Nkofu bi odumi wo mu. Osi mo za nkofu enu munwie.
Mo ma mo pampam nkata ho.
Osi apanda da enu ne ma ni bi edi omu di asofo. Enu osi mo ma no mo pampam nkata ho. Mo chese mo pam tade de hye ma.
Ema nsa akwa nyina.
Na mo de ama ema nsa akwa nyina.
Ne na mo pam nuku. Ema eti ahodo.
Na mo pam duku so de metiri ahodo. Se oba ni ti so na pam duku kase mo de ama no. Ye nti so anso no na ma pam ketwa na mo de ahye no.
Se mo de riyi akra.
Na mo madwuma mo aka se mo ye ne se mo yi akra.
muyi me man akra
na Nyankopon say okay moye mutimi muyi akra no de
na mo ara mo kra de
obu mu be no say na mo akasa mo kra nso de mutimi yi mo kra no ana
mutumi gine nkwa na
mutimi yi mo kra nkwa ko
verse 19 ose na mugu me hu fi
na ose mugu mi Nyankopon me hu fi
ewo me man
e wo Israel man
atokɔ
na agyemu ye nyina no eye duane atokɔ
nsa amama
atokɔ nsa mbenya na monsa amama atokɔ de begu monsa ma monsa ye mma no nti na mo ye sa adwuma
ne pano afunu ma
pano amode hye ma afunu ma mo bedie ni nti
sɛ mode atoro a mode kyerɛ me man
kyɛ sɛ eye sikasɛm ti na no mo ye sa adwuma no
ɛno nti mudi atoro de kyerɛ me man
o mo kan no kre o mo di atoro asɛm mo bɛka bia no eye nkontompo
na wotie atoro
na eni oman no so be so omutie atro na muka no
nti murukum akra a eni ekum no
nti enipa no wontimi obantimi ni di nipa no fo mu nkonya Nyankopɔn ni mu da wose mu kum wo mu insese mo se mu gi wo mu nkwa no
na moreje akra a ense nkwa no nkwa
na eman nipa no bebre wo mpa wo mu nse nkwa je no cause na brabo na wo mu na kasa no on sisa na on sakra na dwene ba konkora eno an se wagi Yesu adi obone bra te say obi a onkwa soro na eni poti sa no odi oba na chikura onya nkwa
enu nti
osi enu nti
se Awurade Nyankopɔn sie ni
Nyankopɔn so ne reply nie
hwe mene mu nkrabia a mode riyi akra ne nnuma no anya
wasi na mene bebre nso akotu nduro e de ahya aso na se no mu ye na wasi mene sa suman ne nkrabia na makogege no mene o manya fight
na metiti afiri mu
basa te say mene Egypt fo no kon ye no a na mene o mabosum na edi asie no sa na mede be ya honhom na edi mochi no
na magya akra no
na enipa na kasa de magye o mafiri mu nsem
na akra a moyi wo no
na akra no a moyi wo mu no
ama watu akọ se nnoma
memo matu akọ ete se nnoma no magye o mafiri mu nsem enipa na di wo mu enipa no wo ma enslaving wo mu hye your friends a box bi
na metete munukun
nti Nyankopɔn se obetete dukunu kra mu no atu ni nyina atu
na meyi me man afiri
Old Testament verse na makutu no na prophecy na eda ho nti oba bi abokɔ akɔyɛ te sɛ de sa ma ne be eyeye no asɛm no kan ho na ebeba nipa no
me da se bebre enti baby a yedre no yɛbɛkɔ ɛyɛ ahoma no so na yɛ ma afrɛfo nso aba ma bɛkyerɛ adwen kakra yɛwie a na yɛde asi nyame yɛ adoma dasɛnɛ yɛbɛsɛn aba abɛsɔ so number no ɛyɛ 0546 618774 0546 618774 0260 196062 0260 196062 na wabamu ne yebisa se oba betumi ate asore ahwa asore no edi sofo ewo ho ana na eno na ya pem so aba abeduru empempensuwe onso ugidie ewo enkomo ehu eyede a ewo hia se na usite asemi ase ene wasore emu ana ugidie mu no ema di asofo a eyeye anase enyeye wagina so enisen ewo enkomoyi eho obetimi ewuram na wode wonso wadwenkyere no ede aba ewo ha enom na yetimi akwa I think say lines no okay enya respond here but brother Kobi bra enya ye twen no obetimi ashase na ya wrap up ede afiha na yaba okay I think the network no kure no because light of oil chrome enti network no eni honti brother Kobi mama start wo ho na ne yemfa adwen a edi awiye emra ne baba ya bonkomo na duro no wadwen a edi awiye eye dia wo he ansa na dasene yaba abetoa so
okay me yere kan nyina anye de I'm American.
Okay. Hey.
I'm American.
Okay.
Mbisiafo no. Onye de bia ye ka wona hye.
Right.
And they are very, very important in the church. But wo asezi bia wubotum aye.
Right.
Bible ma ho kwan le won. Ye wo ma Bible share there wontum.
Okay.
Ma wontum nya ni dinye there wontum in Shamon. Another
right.
On Yaza Utumai. But often there, say, what gift to be young friend there, a Bessia, now, Nakopona, and that do too much.
Okay.
Who are Solomon.
Right.
You can use it.
Right.
And when you see for as it be one or Bob Wama members, no, when you soon Kubia.
Okay.
A bottom at church.
Right.
But the main point is that the authority over the church is what the Bible does not give.
Okay.
See, in Sassy, no one yet today, India, you kick against
Emma. All right.
Because I'm here type here. Me, I believe that we are not equal.
Okay.
But equity is very important. Fairness.
Right.
I mean, them ye be but there fairness baby yemu. There be a mean case see besia on them ye be.
Okay. Me da say. All right. Yeda sene ode eba ye. Preacher ma yem tiewe de wie na yenko.
Me da say. The anybri ma yetwi etefo wonadwun esidun de. Onyankopon awo ne nyimzimu no ehia enipa bebre aba ne nkyɛn na wasum no obaya da chibia no heaven betim I was it but onu nyankopon a ode asɔre ɛhyehyɛ ɛde bae no wo asɔnmu wakyɛ za otwede obenyin ye ene za otwede besia eye na ne mu ne yɛ kyɛ de se obande asɔn mu nzanyim edwumezin the leadership no oba rentum enyebi na ono so nkyɛ de besia rentum endi dwumezi e wasafo ni ya kan kyerɛkyerɛ mu asɛm besia betum akyerɛkyerɛ fande ye wo emba ya emba kuo oba betum akyerɛkyerɛ bra mbesiafo nkuti ehyiemu na nti aha no se besie bi ewo aduma charges sunku bi demre ye kanoa aha na ota edinedi
okay
aha na mum de besia betew asor enso de wonyankopon asemu no onni nyankopon asemu bebra kra besie bi a oye dam no ana obeye dam no se nyankopon ne nkwaje kwan no or madudu nara afom you can right from the book of Revelation chapter 2 verse number 18 to 19 18 to 20 na onyankopon ne bufui tatiria aso no leadership no de wo ma obesia kwan enti no kokobon yi de won sesa wadwen se wosesa fine wan sesa onyankopon nani renso again enti nyankopon ne nyimzim besia se me de nyim asore nim ana meti wasor besia misim yosofo na mai asampa kedwume misin ha mafa ha misin ya our limit dam dwumedin onyankopon edema manyimfo
okay
now yaka pastor no yedika kan wasam pastor no de oye tema onyankopon o use the same local congregation and you know say your pastor our congregation ma church we do that leadership in you benya orders na isenso nya a preacher or evangelist dam ko fun nyina no the same congregation pastor nti wasor pastor or asonimu nti bisaluntum say the qualification enumpa 1 Timothy chapter 3 yakan wasam
okay
Titus chapter 1 verse 5 to 8 okan wasam qualifications no ampo oyi besia eprimu kra
Medasi bebre Philip sorry preacher Philip Kofinyan and atene kan bishop ma yemfa odia edia wiye na yenwie ene nyame ya adoma next week said ya kan ye no ya beba bewuram na ya hwe ya do asuko akọ asem na chi
okay
ma yentio
yo ye kan na no enye se bia yenua no ma no ye pese how mu ana bibi but the Nyankopon asem da de e hwa na sese de to ema no wadwuma bebre e waso mu a omu ye edeboa but leadership no e de Nyankopon amfa ma wo mu ye ntia siesa we are equal but we are not the same we ye ema no nti Nyankopon wo hwe ye body anatomy ni kura wo tumi se wo design de ti adwuma foforo na wo de ma mema e na foforo so wo de ma to bi endin le mu ni enye adwuma no me Nyankopon adwuma no nyenkoso ye fa me Bishop Maxwell upon Asare.
Right.
My number is 0243
25 68 98 0243 25 68 98. Me da se bebre. Preacher, o number ne o location on afi.
Yeah. From Brother Philip Kofinyan, preacher, Akasa Church of Christ. One Astoria, it was Johnson Wara. Okay. Number no 0246
right
0246 70
70
10 0246
70 80 yeah that's it bebre brother Kobe my entio na yenko
okay musmo 7th-day Adventist Church Takwa Central
Takwa Central.
Yeah.
But my location over
here. Yeah, behind Pentecost Church, TNA Stadium here. Pentecost Church na all
right. Right.
My number is 0247 42 91 85.
Okay. Yeah, that's it, baby. Na ni okenka ntwema ye Emmanuel ansa. Ima fa number na tudwa na yenkoi.
Yo Migusu ka etifo say platform de aso ho so obi pese o join na ebia addition ye baba ba ya ho no say question bibi chiri na adwena pese obi sa obetumi agema number and say obefa me number no na wa frame ye de no beka group no ho Bishop also say bibi chiri na adwena obi sa ye betumi aboa no nti me number is 054 10 57 521 054 10 57 521 echiatie foyina
omojo so ebisafo ye de besia na Facebook no Fina Sewa or say God bless you pastor, thanks for the great message, it's really important. Josephine Sewa Gansa or so share free tema community 1 ewo Facebook no so ne dia wo de bae no menim say enyumre nkane anu nti ama dodo no entumi ne ya interact nyame ya adoma dasene yebesa ba na yabe dosuko ewo saasemi emu enti yebota nyina ne se ubesua biribi eye kwan ba ko a yesu nyame asem ede apegya ugidie ene Kristo somanamo na nche na awurade ba wanye oyiraba Bishop Maxwell upon Asare ebaye the Church of God 7th-day asafumu fi baye brother Philip Kofinyan Market Circle Church of Christ and afe brother Kobe and so every central SDA asafumu Emmanuel Ansane kenkan twa no my DJ Kennedy call Facebook SOMPA 101.1 FM midin ede OWOAHENE ACHEAMPONG yede wasi nyame ya adoma ochena ebeba ede osum foforo aba na ye kwe no na yede empire ewie brother fa ye wie empire boy
okay irazi yeda wase de ye shase ye zimuzin shase na yetumi ewie in program ya sumjim ye sure de ye kwe ye ninde mi ye shawsa boye hu ban na sazipa chin na ye zihunda se na ye nkanfo zamo ye de tifu su shawsa de wan sabo hu ban ma wotse bia untumi nyamuntase yes, so we word of Jesus Christ in his name. Amen.
Amen. Ebisafo ye de mosi nyame ya adoma dasene ye besen abeto aso da ye.
GYEDIE wanya so muye